Sensitization and awareness is very important. This will be focusing on the leadership council, the admin cell, the admission cell, the IT department, faculty and students. And here the IT department, faculty, students will be impacted highly. We need to organize a lot of these drives to create the awareness, generate the awareness that this has been well within the boundaries of the legal mandates in our country, and we are not breaking the ethical boundary, we're not taking away from the rigor of the classroom. It's not something very complex, it's not a challenge, indeed it's something that helps us facilitate the learning better. Availability of AT. For our admin office, they need to understand that making stipends available that are required for AT softwares and hardwares and procuring these devices are very, very important for availing them to our students. And the steps that IT department and the faculty needs to take is understand what is available, how can it help our student overcome their challenges, and be able to communicate to the department that is helping them avail these assistive devices. Moving on to how can we incorporate this in our classrooms. Training of faculty is very, very important. We should look on training which are UDL based, conduct workshops around strategies that can be incorporated, teach with assistive tools as a part of inclusive classrooms. The students need to be able to use the right kind of AT across their academic year, deliver tech-enabled classrooms, help them incorporate this in their day-to-day life, and also know that AT will go beyond classroom. It can help you be a more independent being and perform better on the campus. Supporting our students. Firstly, we need to make sure that we are able to assess the needs of our students when they secure admissions. We need to understand what is it that they require and how can we record it and also share it with most of the departments. Steps to be taken for external trainers and IT staff is 1. Help them get the necessary assistive tool, device, software or app they need, and conduct the right kind of training sessions, not just for faculty but also for these students to know better how to use this for their benefit to enhance their journey. How can we translate this into your institution? Translating AT into your institution, let's see how can we do that. Let's translate this into your institutional everyday working. Right now, as you can see, you have AT to enhance learning. It can be tech enabled UDL in your classroom, AT in classroom, AT for assignments, projects and different software recommendations. Then we have AT for accommodation. Here we'll talk about that how can you get AT device or an AT app instead of a scribe. What are the different AT accommodation that you can use in your classroom? And last but not the least, how can you innovate better when it comes to assistive technology? You have students who have struggles, you have students whose journeys have been enhanced, so you can focus on innovation and research under AT as well. Some of the softwares that you see on your screen right now, most of them, their versions are available for free online, can be used to unlock the potential. We have various softwares for speech to text, text to speech, audiobooks, OCR scanning, mind mapping softwares, and also management apps. These are some things that come very, very handy for your students to learn to be more independent on campus. This is a very interesting chart to help you understand that how types of e-learning content that you have right now that have applications and certain accessibility feature. If you unlock these accessibility features across these applications, you will have them being used by students with different kind of disabilities. So just by using the handful of features that we spoke about under different applications like reading, writing, watching or listening, you can cover as many students in your classroom as possible, and this will lay the foundation of an inclusive classroom. Technology can be used for accommodation. As we have spoken, a lot of our students face challenges that if you are a first year student, you need somebody junior in your examination to help you as a scribe. How do you get and who do you get? And sometimes if you have a higher number of people with disabilities but you don't have as many volunteers to be there for accommodation, what do? You fall back and you enable technology. You can have scribe Under scribe technology that can be used instead of human assistants can be speech to text software, spell check, word prediction, also a digital whiteboard. For readers, similarly, you can have a text-to-speech software controlling the font type and the size, the video and the audio, speed control, and for compensatory time, it's something that can be provided when you're doing online evaluation for assessments or examination, and that can be also taken care of very well. These are some of the struggles that you have right now with you that are helped through the accommodations. For better pacing, you can have timers. For reading guides, you can have visual tracking, focusing devices, you can have calculators for students with dyscalculia, you can have writing support, and this can be done by tablets, computers, graphic pens for students with dysgraphia. Enlarged font types is something that helps them really well. So this helps you understand that how, if you get the right kind of accommodation in your classrooms which are tech enabled, you can also help solve a lot of struggles, not necessarily focusing on the struggles of disability, but also inclusive of the struggles of disability. Innovation and AT will go hand in hand. If you want the next innovation, invention, path-breaking idea coming out of your college, of your institute, make sure that you are training your faculty members, your lab assistants, your librarians, your head of the departments, your students very well, but are also focusing on doing research and development in the same area of focus.